To a riders, I mean, like I have crashed before, broke my hand, broke collarbones. You're eager to go back onto the bike, and definitely want to do better than where you leave behind.
Good crowd on hand, good support here at Bud. Got to say, it is an excellent facility and brilliant sight lines for the spectators. It's an undulating track. As the warm-up lap gets underway, Zakwan speeds off just to put some heat in those tyres. Takahashi was quick off as well, and we can run through the grid and where they are. And you've got 35-year-old West Yamaha and Deicha Kresert on the Yamaha, and Zakwan Zaidi on the Honda on row number 1. The Kawasaki of Aslan Shah alongside Takahashi's Honda and Yudhishthira's Kawasaki on 2. Daijiro from Japan, Koyama on Honda, the championship leader, and Titipong also on the Honda. They're on the 3rd row of the grid. Going further down, Anucha next to Yuki Ito, and Haga on the first of the Suzukis, the 41-year-old wearing bike 41. Tiger Harder, the 17-year-old on the Honda, alongside Jakrit and Jerry Salim. Jerry Salim, just 19 years of age, the Indonesian. Alongside them, Andy Mohammed Fadli, Fitri Ashraf Rosali, and Irfan Ardiansa, who is on 16. You saw there Pattis was included, but Pattis will not be starting this race today after being involved in the accident yesterday, but he is okay. 16 laps of the track. What kind of a start for West? Well, it's a good start for Deicha Kresert, who seemed to get a jump on Anthony West, and Kresert will be leading the Australian into the first corner. The Aussie goes around the outside, but Deicha Kresert was rapid off the grid.
Yeah, he always get a good start and lead, but definitely West and Aslan will come back to him again.
Aslan Shah indeed has got himself ahead of Zakwan Zaidi into 3rd place, so he's jumped up from 4th to 3rd. Deicha Kresert jumps up from 2nd into 1st, and those 4 already pulling away as Takahashi leads the secondary pack. But what a start from Deicha Kresert.
Yeah, I mean, Deicha always, I mean, all the races, he always had a good start.
Aslan Shah and Anthony West both go on the inside. Kresert is cut off in his prime. Ant West made a statement there. He won by 9 seconds yesterday, and having been beaten to the punch on lap number 1, he's quickly retaken the lead here, although Aslan Shah's having a look around the inside.
And you can see Aslan is working really well to get up there from the 2nd row start.
Behind them, Yudhishthira, as we look at that work from Anthony West so late into the break.
Yeah, I mean, he's so used to the bike now, and I mean, he has so much confidence on the bikes and the tires.
Well, there he goes. There is Ant West leading the way. Deicha Kresert, former Asia Road Racing champion himself, and Aslan Shah Kamruzaman. Trying to stay in touch is Zakwan Zaidi. And Yuki Takahashi has dropped a place. He is now in 7th overall. Ahmed Yudhishthira in that group behind. But these 3 at the front setting a rapid pace. It is West.
Yeah, I think Yuki is 4th. I think Yuki is 4th. Yuki Ito.
As we come through, Aslan Shah 3rd, Takahashi correct 4th. Daijiro 5th, Yudhishthira 6th, Zakwan is in 7th. That's a nightmare first lap for Zakwan Zaidi, dropping from 3rd down to 7th in the space of 1 lap.
Yeah,
Koyama 8th.
Yeah, I think he must have slipped up somewhere in the corners, and that's why he was way back behind.
West leads the way. Takahashi holding on. Zakwan looks like he's got one of those places back and ahead of Yudhishthira. Aslan Shah in 3rd in the distinctive green as Deicha uses the straight line speed to take the lead, but West goes on the inside. Just leads. Well, there's connections and touches as Deicha is able to hold on to the lead. In the chasing pack, Zakwan Zaidi, that's Ahmed Yudhishthira, currently in 5th place. Daijiro also in that little group as well, as is Zakwan Zaidi.
I think Zakwan got to work hard, really work hard to get to the front group.
Well, in the overall championship standings, Koyama and Zakwan are 1 and 2, and Takahashi is 3rd. So currently Takahashi 4th in this race,
Might
just get a little bit of a jump on the others.
Yeah, but looking at it, look at Yuki Takahashi is a bit, bit hard for him to chase the three of them in front.
He made the decision to go on mediums on the rear.
Yeah, he was on a medium. That's why you see he's a bit struggling to, maybe later stage we'll see on a 7 or 8 lap to see whether he can come back.
At the front, Kreisart leads over the start-finish line at the end of lap number 2. 0.2 to 1 ahead of West, Aslan Shah, Takahashi, Yudhishthira. Koyama has got himself up into the top 6. The Ghost slides into vision, and he's in 6th ahead of Zakwan Zaidi, Anucha Yukihito, and Jerry Salim has got himself up to 10th. Daijiro is going backwards. So this is Zakwan. Let's just, we thought we were going to stay with him for a moment. Instead, we'll stay with Deicha Kreisart. 35 years of age, Deicha Kreisart.
Oh, I think that is...
There is a problem.
This is Jerry Salim, I think.
Is it Jerry Salim? Yes, indeed it is. Well, couldn't contrast more for Jerry Salim with what happened in Sentul in Indonesia. He got a victory there, and here he had problems yesterday and he's crashed out today.
Yeah, it's bad luck for him. I mean, you can see the front 3 now trying to pull away from Takahashi. Like I say, 3 of them using the soft rear compared to Takahashi using the medium.
And they are pulling away. They are a good second clear of 4th place Takahashi. And Yudhishthira is a further second down on Takahashi. So these 3 are pulling away.
Yeah, it looks like Aslan still struggling to maintain, to stay with West and Deicha.
But it is a long race to go. It's 16 laps overall. We're only 2 laps into this as West makes a move on Deicha Kreisart.
Oh, and West went out. I think West already went out to there's Aslan take over from him.
Well, he made the move, did West, but he lost 2 places as a result. Kreisart from Aslan Shah Kamruzaman as they come at the end of lap 3. Great shot of the crowd as they're enjoying this wonderful spectacle down the main straight. It will be Kreisart who leads from Aslan Shah and West. Half a second between 1 and 3. West again goes a little bit wide.
Yeah, he's trying hard. He have the speed. The bike have the speed to pass Aslan, but he overbraked himself. I mean, like he outbraked himself there in the first turn.
Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, replacement engine in that bike, legitimate of course, and he is enjoying the benefits.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Like he said this morning to me that the bike have improved, and he'll see how it goes from there.
Looking further down, Zakwan Zaidi is in 6th place, Takahashi is in 4th, splitting them Ahmad Yudhishthira. Koyama is in 7th.
Yeah, you can see Anthony West past Aslan again there.
So on that long straight, West seems to have just a little bit of extra oomph. Aslan Shah keeping close though to the 35-year-old Australian. Bags of experience in those front 3.
But looks like Takahashi is coming back again. And I think the tire now, the medium one is working for him now. You can see he's slowly, coming back to the front.
It does add to a little bit of the drama, the decision making beforehand, be it soft compound or hard compound. And we saw yesterday soft compound was the right decision.
Yeah, because yesterday was only 13 laps compared to 30. Today they have a 16 lap race, so they play a big role in it on tires.
We are at the Bud International Circuit in Delhi. This is race number 2 of the weekend of the ARRC, the Asia Road Racing Championship, SuperSports 600cc. And you are watching Deicha Kreisart of Thailand ahead of Anthony West of Australia and Malaysia's Aslan Shah Kamruzaman in 1, 2, 3. And we have got 12 laps to go. Still Deicha, been pretty faultless so far. That distinctive right leg stretches out and then knee low to the ground as they come round the near hairpin at the end of the long straight. Or into the long straight. Has West got the straight line speed?
Yeah, I think he have the straight line speed there. You can see he's coming out.
Well, he made a little movement, has gone on the inside, and Ant West retakes the lead on the inside from Deicha Kreisart. Aslan Shah, Kamruzaman, happy to watch those two dueling, and you're dead right. Yuki Takahashi and Yudhishthira are just holding on.
Yeah, they are closing in. I think at the moment the tires are warmed up, then they are coming to get the front group.
And Zakwan Zaidi doing his best to stay close. I can tell you the championship leader, Koyama, has dropped down another position. He's been overtaken by Anucha, and Koyama is now in 8th with Ito 9th and Haga in 10th.
Looks like the 3 top riders, the top 3, they have to save their tires for, they have another 12 laps more to go. Then, I mean, chances are good for Takahashi there.
There's Jerry Salim going out. We saw him come off earlier on, and he's walking a little bit gingerly. He's okay, but didn't look 100%. In the meantime, very much looking 100%. Anthony West has the lead ahead of Deicha Kreisart as they come around this wonderful left-hand corner into the long straight. Crowd enjoying it.
Looking at the time, I think Takahashi is closing on to the front group there.
He's 1.28 down on the race leader, just 0.8 down on Aslan Shah. The best lapping times around about the 156.5 mark.
Yes, 156.5 done by Ahmad Yudis.
In qualification, Ant West got up to 155.5. He was zooming around the track and he was regularly lapping at that kind of time. As they go over the bounce at the little top.
Yeah, and then you can see behind Yudis have overtake Takahashi there.
Indeed, Yudhishthira now up into 4th place on the Kawasaki, and right behind him is Takahashi, and that's a little bit of encouragement for Zakwan Zaidi. And Anucha, though, is closing in on Zakwan Zaidi. Koyama is not involved.
And I saw him at the hotel last night. He was limping, and they had a crash that day on practice. Then I think must have something not right with him.
In the meantime, Kreisart lapping at 157.122, a best of 156.182. Yakino Speed Racing Garage enjoying the return to form of Ant West. We've been wondering when he would hit form. He's been frustrated. It's been frustrating for him. But now we're seeing the best of Ant West. Fastest in qualification, first yesterday, and now leading the race today with 10.5 laps still to go. And the lead is 0.436 from Kreisart. Takahashi is back ahead of Yudhishthira in 4th. Just coming through as we stick with Aslan Shah Kamruzaman. Little wobble from Aslan, and is Aslan just losing touch with the front two?
Yeah, it looks like Aslan Shah is losing ground with the front two. It looks like he's still struggling with the machine a bit.
And that's encouragement for Takahashi to maybe try and close in.
Yeah, I mean, Takahashi is closing into Aslan again.
Behind them, Anucha has overtaken Zakwan Zaidi. We follow the front 3. West still leading the way. And behind the front 3, that is Takahashi, Yudhishthira, Anucha ahead of Zakwan Zaidi, and Koyama closing in on the back of Zakwan Zaidi. This is the battle for P4, a battle that is 1.5 seconds adrift of the race leader.
Yeah, you can see Aslan there losing ground to the leaders now.
Anucha coming in, though. He's not meant to be there. This is meant to be a battle between Zakwan and Koyama. Anucha's had a good weekend.
Yeah, definitely. He's still, I mean, had a good setup on the bike, and definitely he's there.
In the meantime, Takahashi ahead of Yudhishthira, Anucha and Zakwan Zaidi We stay with this battle for P4 because nothing has changed at the front. West ahead of Decha, ahead of Aslan Shah, Takahashi, Yudhishthira, Koyama closing in. The ghost is always there. You see him, but you don't hear him.
Yes.
There he is, Koyama has Zakwan Zaidi in his sights. We are, what are we, approaching 10 laps to go. And Koyama on the tail of Zakwan Zaidi. Nobody in front of him, nobody really to interfere with his sight lines. He can just get on with his riding. And he's such a smooth rider. Doesn't make the headlines.
Nah, he is smooth, and he's a very small size rider. I think he's very light. I think he's like, what, 55 kg?
Tiny.
Yes.
West, a bigger man, but leading the way. Aslan Shah's a little bit stretched. Yudhishthira once again in that battle is currently 5th. Anucha putting real pressure on Yudhishthira as we look again at Ant West.
Look like West and Decha have already settled down, you know, and they still have 10 laps more to go, and definitely both of them have to save the tires for the last few laps.
Indeed. This is where the 16 laps and the choice of the soft compound comes in. But you were saying the slightly more overcast weather helps them a little bit today.
Yeah, definitely will help because the track condition now is like what, 49 degrees compared to yesterday was like 53 or 54 degrees.
Meng Heng with the analysis of this SuperSports 600cc as Aslan Shah, Kamruzaman, a former champion, is indeed losing ground. The gap between second and third is close to a second now. In fact, it might be increasing because West is setting a torrid pace. Kreisart sticks with him, and Takahashi is closing in on Aslan Shah, Kamruzaman. This will tell us what the gap is. 1.6 seconds between West and Aslan Shah, 1.2 between Aslan Shah and Takahashi, and 1.3 between Takahashi and Yudhishthira. Takahashi hunkers down.
And definitely he's closing in Aslan now.
West was 0.4 clear of Kreisart, but Decha Kreisart refusing to let him get away. But those two are pulling away, and look at that. That's Anucha who's come through into 4th place. Anucha, sorry, into 5th place ahead of Ahmed Yudhishthira. Takahashi now in Anucha's sights. So Anucha very much the spoiler in this battle. He hasn't had a season really to remember. No podiums of any description for Anucha. He did have a 5th place in Buriram, Anucha. But on foreign soil, this is his best performance of the season.
Yeah, I think he's done really well this track. And looks like really, I mean, Takahashi and Aslan Shah is struggling on this track compared to Anthony West and Decha.
Yudhishthira trying to make a move behind Yudhishthira. Zakwan Zaidi has closed in. So Zakwan pulling Koyama alongside with him. Again, we won't mention Koyama until the end, and he'll come 4th or 5th.
Yes, definitely he'll be there.
Yudhishthira setting a good lap time, the best lap time. Decha Kreisart, 1:55.989. And Aslan is now dropping even further back. A 3-second gap between Aslan and Ant West in 1st place.
You can see Decha is just following West. Make sure that he's not running away and keep him in sight.
Well, West was able to run away yesterday. He's more than just sticking with him.
Yeah, I think Decha now is just trying to stick with him, and again, gonna see the last lap and maybe the last 2 laps. If the tires they still can, the tires still, I mean, they can save the tires.
Well, both on Yamahas. So, in terms of setup, they both seem to have got it right.
The Yamaha gearbox and the Kawasaki gearbox or the Honda gearbox, the Yamaha works really well this track compared to the other manufacturers.
And we're seeing exactly that because these two are putting on a lovely flowing exhibition as they come around the sharp double right-hander at the far end of the circuit. Head back into the more technical zipping left-right, or right-left, sorry.
Looks like let Anthony West do all the donkey works and he just follow behind.
So now it's a case of they're on almost identical machines. They've got the same tyre compounds. It's now man versus man.
Yes. Mano a mano.
Mano a mano, as it should be. West at the moment is the man. Has a look over the shoulder. Where are you, my friend? Ah, you're right there.
He's looking the other way around.
Behind them, Aslan Shah is slipping further down. 3.4 seconds. Yuki Takahashi and Anucha and Zakwan Zaidi, Ahmed Yudhistira, Koyama in 7th, Ito in 8th, Haga 9th.
Aslan, I think Aslan had been caught by Takahashi.
Behind, not yet. Aslan Shah, though, is under pressure from Takahashi. And let's not forget, in the overall championship standings, West and Kreisart may be having fun here, but they're not in contention for the overall title. The overall title involves the likes of Aslan Shah and Takahashi, Zakwan Zaidi and Koyama. So they're the ones we really need to be keeping an eye on in terms of how many championship points they're picking up. West, with an exhibition, even if he was to win every race between now and the end of the season, could not win the title.
Yeah, he can't win the title.
But he's really dominating things. Kreisart, though, not letting him out of his sight.
No, definitely. I think Decha got the speed, and definitely he will try to pass Anthony West later on.
This is the battle for P3. We'll let West and Kreisart get on with it just for a moment, because Aslan Shah now has real challenge from Takahashi and Anucha. The front two go through. The gap is close to 4 seconds. Aslan Shah isn't really focused on what's ahead of him anymore. He's focused on what's going on behind him.
Yeah, definitely. I think the lap board must have shown to him that Takahashi is closing in.
It's 4.5 seconds between 1 and 3. Takahashi, Kreisart, Zakwan is in there. Yudhistira is dropping down. Koyama in 8th place, but not out of the reckoning. Maybe out of the reckoning for a 1-2, but for a podium place, a still possibility. We're focused on P3. Aslan in the green. This is P1. West. Has he picked? He's picked a little bit up there on Kreisart.
Yeah, a small gap there.
Then a long gap between battle for P3. Aslan Shah, Takahashi on number 1. And Anucha in there as well.
Anucha doing really well, staying with Takahashi and Aslan.
He's slowly made up a little bit of ground on the Anucha. He's only half a second down on the tail of Yuki Takahashi. P3. Ooh, forced a little bit wide. Takahashi. Well, I suppose it is on a wide track and there are a variety of lines that you can take. But look at this from Anthony West. West has taken some time off Kreisart. Aslan Shah.
Yeah, he looks like he's struggling with the tires.
But his form looks good.
Yeah, but the tire won't give in to him, you see.
Takahashi, of course, has got the medium compound. Look at that. Anucha looks on the inside of Yuki Takahashi. Aslan Shah, can he hold on? West is leading. Kreisar, Aslan Shah, Takahashi, Anucha really putting pressure on. And that means that Zakon Zaidi can close a little bit closer.
Yeah, looks like Zakwan is closing in also.
So Aslan, as he slows, it enables the others to join the party. And Zakwan is right on the tail now.
Yeah, looking at the lap times, I think Aslan is actually a bit slow compared to Zakwan. Zakwan doing a 56 and Aslan doing a 57. Yeah.
Well, is that Aslan just protecting his tyres to be able to speed up in the last couple of laps?
I don't think so, because now in another last 4 laps, so I think he must have used up the tyres. So he's looking behind.
A nervous look over the shoulder.
Yes.
Brakes late. It's like a motorway rider hogging the middle lane.
Yeah, a bit slow there, like a small chicane there.
There is Aslan Shah, working hard though to keep the traffic behind him. Takahashi working hard to try and look for a little bit of space ahead of him.
Everybody, I think behind Aslan is doing faster. All the 5 riders are doing faster time than Aslan.
And Koyama, has Koyama got in ahead of Yudhishthira? There is Koyama. Indeed, he's picked up a place on Yudhishthira. And you count out Koyama at your peril. Takahashi has another look. Zakwan closes on Anucha. Koyama closes on Zakwan. The front two have crossed the finish line with 3 laps to go. Their lead is 6.5 seconds over this battle for P3.
Yeah, they have, I mean, lose out a lot of seconds, because I think, like I say, Aslan a bit slow on the acceleration out from the corners. And you can see he's struggling coming out from the corners, and the guys behind and really catching him up.
They're catching him up, but nowhere really to overtake at the moment.
Yeah, Aslan is a devil in hard braking into the corners, so it's a bit hard to take him in the corners.
Now on the long straight, this is where he might be vulnerable. But not on this occasion. Takahashi unable to take advantage. Anucha, Zakwan loses a little bit on the long straight, the Zakwan Zaidi. We remain with the battle for P3. West is still leading. Decha Kreisart second. They are a long, long way ahead of this battle for P3 with 2.5 laps to go.
Yeah, I think Decha and Anthony West already like 8 seconds, nearly 8 seconds in front. So definitely the third placing is very important for all these riders here. Takashi and Aslan definitely need the points for the overall championship. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
Can Aslan hold on? He's held on for 3 laps.
Yeah, I think definitely will be another 2 laps more. I mean, you can see Takahashi will definitely try something there.
Well, Aslan Shah will worry about the back tyre and the degradation as we come through into the main straight. A little bit prematurely. West. Long lead. Big lead for Ant West. He's put on an exhibition, 1.5 seconds clear of Kreisart.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, West is doing very consistent on the lap times. I'm looking at it. He's doing even faster time now after using up all the tires, 2 laps to go, and he's still doing 55 now.
Well, down at the tail end, that is, who's that? That's Jakrit Sawangsat.
On the Honda.
Yeah, Jakrit is out, seemingly okay walking around. Jakrit was at that stage in 14th place and has given up the ghost. Up at the other end, Takahashi's lost a little bit of ground here to Aslan Shah. Was Aslan Shah holding something back?
Yeah, I think so. And you can see, I think Takahashi have made a mistake there. You can see Anucha is still trying to pass Takahashi there.
Well, Aslan Shah has been under intense pressure. It's been a real examination. Let's not forget he missed the last round due to injury in Sentul.
Yeah, both of them, Takahashi and Aslan.
There is Aslan Shah Free track ahead of him, Takahashi and Anucha and Zakwan and Koyama. It's been like this for the last 4 laps. Nobody's been able to make any real headway, but it does look like Aslan Shah was just holding something back, protecting cleverly that back tyre.
Looks at it, I mean, the lap times Aslan doing now is doing 56 compared to the last few laps he was doing 57.
Significantly increased the pace. At the perfect time, Takahashi still holding on in 4th. Anucha 5th as we stay with the battle for P3. We saw the leaders briefly going through. 6.5 seconds between Decha and Aslan Shah. And Decha himself is 2.5 seconds down on Ant West. What a weekend for West.
Yeah. And this is the last lap.
Fabulous rear guard performance by Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, if he can hold on. And it looks like he's got just enough of an edge to be able to hold on for the last 5 kilometers.
Yes, you can see the lap times are now really consistent, doing 56 now. And Decha have lose out, doing a slow 57 times, 57s now on it.
These are the leaders. Anthony West of Australia, Decha Kreisart of Thailand. The Yamahas have been brilliant. The Kawasaki has held on.
I think
and look at that, Anucha up into 4th.
Yeah, Anucha takes Takahashi there. Then I think it's a relief for Aslan. You know, he don't really have to work that hard to get the podium finish there.
So Aslan Shah as Takahashi fades, and Zakwan Zaid will be delighted to see Takahashi coming back. And Koyama right on the shoulder of Aslan Shah. But we've still got the final corner to come.
Yes, we have another 3 more corners there. I think 4 more corners.
Battle for P3. We will temporarily break off when Ant West comes into the lead, but Takahashi on the Honda drops down into 5th place. Aslan Shah approaches the final stretch. It's been a fabulous last lap from Aslan Shah. Up at the front, West will win back-to-back. Here he is, Ant West. Let's talk briefly.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony West has been riding very, very well this race in India, and he deserved to win the race, both race.
The wheelie to celebrate. Aslan Shah holds on for 3rd, Anucha 4th, Takahashi 5th, Zakwan 6th, Koyama in 7th. So the main protagonists for the title are all very close to each other. Celebrations for West, enjoyment for Kreisart, relief for Aslan Shah, and the title is going all the way down to the last race of the season.
Yeah, we gotta wait until Buriram, then we'll see the final race there.
Confirmation. West ahead of Kreisart, Aslan Shah, Anucha in 4th, Takahashi 5th, Zakwan, Koyama 7th, Yudhishthira down to 8th, Ito and Harder make up the top 10. 2 Kawasaki's, 4 Yamaha, 4 Honda. Haga, the first of the Suzukis, in 11th. Teenager Andy Mohammed Fadli on the Kawasaki picking up 13th. Irfan Adiansa also picking up a point. No points, in fact no finish for the rest of the starting grid. Rousing applause for Ant West as he picks up back-to-back victories here. SuperSports 600cc prize is being handed out by the chairman of the event, Vicky Chandhook. Aslan Shah, good result for him. It keeps him in the championship race in 4th place. Decha Kreisart, like West, is unlikely to, well, cannot be champion, but he could still be a spoiler over in Thailand. West, though, a fine performance. Quick thoughts on the venue and the event itself. It's our first time in the Asia Road Racing Championships here in Delhi. Been a good event?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all the teams love the track and the facilities here, you know, and it's sophisticated. Everything here is really good. You know, the teams liked it, and of course the riders like the track, and you know, it's good.
And Anthony Keith West in particular will love this track. As you say, it's something that suits his style. He's got a flowing style, and the sweeping corners really help him, and back-to-back wins. We've seen him scowl a lot in the season so far. Today, it is nothing but smiles. Deicher Kreisart also back on the podium for the third time this season. And Aslan Shah back after injury on the podium. Overall standings, Koyama 150, 7 points clear of Zakwan Zaidi. Zakwan just edged a bit closer, and Takahashi edged a bit closer, and Aslan Shah edged a bit closer. It means 34 points separate first from fourth. Dimaseki wasn't here. He hopefully will be back in Buriram. West moves on to 99 points ahead of Jerry Salem. Haga on the Suzuki in 11th place. Anucha, that's a good weekend for him. He's on to 48 points on the Yamaha. Looking further down, Jakrik crashed out. Yuki Ito picks up some points.